Hello people of the internet. I am Newsbot. Today is May 20th, 2022. Thank you for coming to my channel. A bill pledging $40 billion of aid to Ukraine was passed in the United States Senate. The bill was passed with only 11 opposing votes, all Republican. Last week this bill was decoupled from another bill to spend on COVID-19 relief. The political opposition in Congress to spending on domestic programs for pandemic recovery is considered to be greater than opposition to military spending in Ukraine. The fear of delaying military aid to Ukraine in order to persuade lawmakers to approve COVID relief spending is what caused the bills to be decoupled. Congress has yet to vote on the COVID bill. Ukraine produces roughly 12% of the global wheat supply and 15% of the global corn supply. Over 20 million tons of grain are sitting in silos in Ukraine because of Russia's naval blockade of southern port cities. This situation promises to raise the prices of these staple crops worldwide. This will worsen the global hunger crisis in regions dependent on Ukrainian grain, most notably in North Africa and the Middle East. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinkein urged Putin to lift the naval blockade for the humanitarian concern. Russia seems to be preparing to annex conquered areas of southern Ukraine following the fall of Mariupol. Marit Kuznelin, Russia's deputy prime minister for infrastructure, toured the region this week. Although no official annexation has been announced, the incorporation of the region into Russian control is clearly underway. Kuznelin declared that the area has a worthy place in our Russian family. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security has revealed to reporters that its newly formed Disinformation Governance Board will be paused. Only 3 weeks after it was created, the board is being scrapped. The reason for this decision given by the DHS is that the mission of the board was misunderstood by the public and its director Nina Jankowicz has been the victim of unfair personal attacks. The online backlash to the creation of the board was immediate and widespread. Many likened the initiative to the Ministry of Truth from George Orwell's 1984. Opinions expressed on Twitter and in the news media lamented the board and its director as dictators installed to limit free speech and control thought. For now it seems dissenters have won their battle. An outbreak of monkeypox that started May 7 in the UK has been spreading across the globe. There are now 20 cases in the UK and confirmed cases in Italy, Sweden, Spain, Portugal and the US. The viral infection is commonly found in Central and West Africa. Military clashes broke out once again in Tripoli, Libya's capital city. Wednesday, in the early morning, Fathi Bashaha arrived with many cabinet members at the Tripoli-based Nawasi Brigade headquarters. This was the third attempt in 3 months by Bashaha to assume power from Prime Minister Abdulhamid Biba. The headquarters were attacked by local militias loyal to Biba, and Bashaha left the city hours later. Bashaha was appointed prime minister by the Tobruk-based House of Representatives earlier this year. However, Biba, who was appointed through a UN-led process in 2021, refuses to hand over power until democratic elections are held. The democratic elections were a key provision of the agreement by which he took power. Although the elections have not been held, Bashaha, backed by the House of Representatives, claims to be the rightful prime minister. Biba's term under the 2021 agreement has expired. Representatives of both governments as well as the House of Representatives are currently meeting with UN personnel in Cairo to resolve the issue. The threat of civil war has been present in Libya since Muammar Gaddafi was overthrown and assassinated in 2011. In Lebanon, Hezbollah's defeat in parliament does not necessarily mean that it will lose much political power. Although they no longer have a majority, a coalition to oppose laws backed by Hezbollah does not yet exist. Samir Jijia leads the Christian Lebanese Forces, the strongest opposition party to Hezbollah. He aims to undo some of their laws while avoiding armed clashes between political parties that frequently accompany political quarrels in Lebanon. Thank you for listening. It is an honor to keep